traveling this past weekend, so I spent a lot of time doing prep work, and I saw online this Bernie Sanders rally that was held in Wisconsin. And everybody was all excited, had it nuts. The left out there, oh my God, look at, he got 2,500 people came to this Bernie Sanders rally, and look what he did. He asked them what they wanted, and people were cheering and going nuts. And then I looked a little bit closer. And again, I feel sorry. I feel sorry for the people that are there. We all should feel sorry. Again, it's normal inclination, and there's too much of it going on right now to rip apart and make fun of the other side. And yeah, I know it's easy. It's easy. You see unhinged people and just how ridiculous they're acting. But anyway, watch this Bernie Sanders rally, and I would say more than a third to a half of them are wearing masks. It was a crowd that, again, they weren't well dressed. So let's just put it to you that way. It's like everybody rolled out of bed. It often looked like an airport in America at some point in time. And a lot of grievances there. I want this. I want the government to hand me this, do this. Bernie Sanders introduced a transgender singer, rock star, that sang a song. I didn't even want to repeat it here in the program. I hope my God has a big you-know-what. I'm not making this up. These poor, unfortunate souls. Isn't that the song that Ursula the Sea Witch sang in Little Mermaid? But you have to feel some sort of sympathy for these people. There's historical precedent for this. And I'm talking historical precedent from this. I'm talking biblical, for crying out loud. I've often yelled and screamed here on the podcast, on the radio show, at how 4th of July bothers me, simply because of all the parade. I mean, again, I don't mind celebrating the 4th of July if you actually are celebrating freedom. And most people don't want freedom. Freedom's tough. Freedom's difficult. I go back to Moses. Moses leads the Israelites out of Egypt, frees them from bondage, frees them from slavery. They actually witness the power of God firsthand. Well, one of the first things they do when they get their freedom, complain. Man, back there when we were slaves, we got meat and we had leeks and we had fruit. I mean, freedom is not an easy thing. And many people that said that they don't want any part of it. They want any part of it. They want to rely on the government. They want someone to take care of them. And to me, that's not what humanity is all about. It's the exact opposite of what the human spirit should be all about. I think that true happiness in life is about overcoming obstacles and achieving goals. And looking to Washington, D.C. to solve our problems. And again, there's certain areas of the country are going to have problems, but that's where, again, we need to get back to our community. Not Washington, but locally. Every community has problems, but local communities are going to be much better to deal with these problems than Washington is. And the founders of this country understood this. They got this. They set up the system where we had states. Jefferson talked about being various different little laboratories. Problems being handled on the local level rather than going to Washington, D.C. What does that achieve? You got over 25% of the GDP of this country runs through Washington, D.C., that they don't build or create anything. People taking time out of their day to go to watch Bernie Sanders, who's never really built anything or created anything in his life. He's lived his entire life living off government, gotten himself wealthy The socialist that's gotten himself wealthy off living off government. Again, that's how you get wealthy. If in socialist and communist societies, you have to be a part of government or you have to be in bed with government. It's one or the other. And airing their grievances, looking for Bernie Sanders to solve their problems. You're looking in the wrong place, my friends. You're looking in the wrong place. And I feel bad. I feel this great sadness for these people. And you have to almost pray for the people to say, hey, at some point in time, you're going to have to wake up and see the light. And you always want to solve your problems there in your community, wherever Bernie was in Wisconsin. I had no idea. Well, then solve it there. Don't look to this guy because he's not going to do it. But yeah, getting the government out, getting the federal government out of the way and allowing things to be handled at the local level. Again, that's the most efficient way of handling anything. But no, it's just people would rather. They would rather say, hey, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to be free. I'd rather be that slave. Time tested. It's true now. It was true. True in the time of Moses. WatchDog on Wall Street.com.